This is a 20-minute body scan meditation. So if you're new to meditating or if you struggle with wandering thoughts, doing a body scan meditation is a great way to help you ease into learning how to meditate. So let's begin. So I invite you to find a place in your house or wherever you're located that is free from distraction, a place where you can be alone for a moment. And when you're in that space, I invite you to get into a position that is comfortable for you. Perhaps you would like to lie down on your back, or if you'd like to remain seated with crossed legs, find a position that is comfortable for you. If you're lying on your back, feel free to put a pillow under your head if you choose, or perhaps elevate your legs if you choose. Maybe you're sitting in a chair. I invite you to allow your hands to rest gently on your legs. And finding the space that is comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes if you choose, or if you'd prefer, to keep your eyes open. Find a space where you can stare without being distracted, perhaps a space on the floor or an empty wall. And as you ease into this position and prepare to go into this meditation, let's begin by taking a few cleansing breaths, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouths. And as you take your cleansing breath, notice how your body receives the breath. Notice, are there parts of your body that move while you're inhaling? Does your body tense up on the inhale? And when you exhale, how does your body respond? Are there parts of your body that relax with the release of the breath? And just notice for a moment how your body responds to the cleansing breath. Now notice your body as a whole. Feel how you are supported. If you're lying down, which parts of your body are touching the floor? Or if you're seated in a chair, where is the chair supporting you? Are there any parts of your body that are feeling more pressure than others? Just noticing your body as a whole. And if you notice any place in your body where there may be a little more tension than other places, I invite you to release that tension and allow yourself to be fully supported by the chair or the ground around you. Now I invite you to turn your attention to your head. And just notice for a moment your head. Is it touching the floor? Is it touching the back of the chair? Is it sitting freely without being supported? Notice the top of your head, your forehead. Is there any tension that you notice in your forehead? Can you feel the hair on your head? If you have hair, is it resting on your head in any particular way? If you have no hair, can you feel the air freely breeze across the top of your head? And just notice what that feels like. And moving from your forehead, noticing your eyes. Is there tension behind your eyes? Just noticing. And if you notice tension anywhere in your head, I invite you to release it. Perhaps it's helpful to inhale and envision the breath going into the space where the tension lies. And as you exhale, releasing the tension in that space. And how about your ears? Can you feel your ears without touching them? Are there any places on your face that are cooler or warmer than the other places? Is there tension in your jaw? And are you able to release it? Just noticing your head as a whole. How does your face and your neck respond to the inhale when you bring air into your body? How does it respond to the exhale? Do you notice a coolness in your nose when you inhale? Or perhaps you notice a warmth as you inhale. What does it feel like when you release the breath? Moving down from your head, I invite you to turn your attention to your shoulders. Are you holding tension in your shoulders? Are you slouching forward? I invite you to release your shoulders, to straighten your spine, and to inhale a breath and place it right at the top of your spine between your shoulder blades. And feeling your shoulders and your chest expand as you place the air in that space. And hold it for 2 beats. And then release. How do your shoulders feel now? Are you able to release them and allow them to sink more deeply into the floor or into the chair? And from the shoulders, turning your attention to your chest, the place that holds the lungs. Do you notice any sensations as you inhale? Is the feeling of the inhale different than the feeling of the exhale? If so, what do you notice? Do you notice your ribs expanding and contracting without you forcing them to? As your chest rises and falls with each breath, does it raise the floor or the chair you're sitting in differently? How do your arms feel? Are they resting on your lap? If so, how do your legs feel beneath them? Are your arms warmer on the underside where they're touching your legs? Is there a coolness on the top of your arms that remain open to the air? If you're lying down, can you feel the floor run along the back of your triceps and down through your forearms? Do you notice if your hands are facing down on the floor, or are they facing up towards the ceiling? Without moving them, without adjusting, can you just notice how they're lying right now? And if you do choose to make an adjustment, how does that feel? What sensations occur when you move? Perhaps your hands are lying on your stomach and they're moving up and down with every inhale and exhale. Noticing for a moment how that feels. For your arms to be in sync with your stomach, which is in sync with your chest, which is in sync with your nostrils as they receive and release the breath. Notice for a moment how it feels for all of those body parts to be in sync with each other. Moving your attention down towards your hips. Is the small of your back receiving more pressure as it supports you in the lying down position? How are your hips feeling as you sit in the chair? Do you notice how the midsection of your body receives breath? What does that feel like? Are you relaxed? Do they tense up? As you inhale and exhale, are you able to release any tension that you may feel in your hips? Trusting that you are fully supported by the ground, by the floor, by the chair. Can you release the tension in your hips? And as you do so, do you notice anything stretching? Do you feel any slight pull as your body releases the tension? If you choose, take a deep inhale and envision the breath going into your hips. And feel your hips expand as you place the breath in that area. And hold it for a moment. And then release it. Pushing all the air out as much as you can. Using your hips to release. And then resting again. Feeling your hips in sync with the rest of your body as you receive breath and release it. And from your hips, moving down to your buttocks and the top of the thighs. Perhaps this is where your body is most fully supported. Or perhaps not. Are you able to feel the chair against your legs? Are you able to feel the texture of the chair as it supports you? Or the floor that you are lying on? Are your legs able to notice if it's a carpet or a wooden floor or a mat that's smooth and soft? Can you feel the texture beneath your legs? And moving down from the back of your thighs to your knees and your calves. Can you feel the chair behind your knees? Is there a gap of space as you lie on the floor where your knees are not touching anything? Can you feel that space without adjusting your body? Have you chosen to elevate your legs? Where are your legs being supported? Perhaps by your ankles, under your calves. Just noticing how it feels to be supported. And finally moving on to your feet. Your feet that somehow connects to all the other organs in your body. Are you wearing socks? If so, can you feel them? Are your feet in shoes? Are the soles of your feet supported by the ground? How does that feel? And turning your attention to your big toe. Without movement, can you feel your big toe? Can you feel the air surrounding your toes if you don't have socks or shoes on. If you do have socks or shoes on, can you feel your toes huddled together, evenly spaced? See if you can notice each individual toe without moving it. What sensations are each individual toe experiencing? And moving all the way down to your pinky toe. And as this meditation comes to a close, I invite you to end on another cleansing breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more in through your nose, out through your mouth. And turning your attention again to your body as a whole. I invite you to open your eyes if they're closed. When you're ready, moving from your position and rejoining the rest of the world around you. And this has been our 20-minute body scan meditation. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to watch it again as you choose.